Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a flip through of a February junk book that I completed for this February, and it was using daily prompts from the Trashy Smashy Funky Junky Junk Journal Facebook group. And each page has, new prompts on it. Some prompts were combined, but I wanted to do a ring bound journal this time with these loose leaf binder rings because I wanted to work on my pages flat. And then just insert them. And so actually I really enjoyed it. So my March book will be ring bound also. This is the packaging that I used. I used a pasta box for the front and back cover. I like the little window here. And then I just did a little bit of mixed media on the front. Not sure that I'm done the front, but I'll just do a quick flip. So inside pocket, I just put all of the prompts in here on a little piece of paper. I use that throughout the month, and I can stick that in there. This was an image from a magazine, and I think the prompt was used paint chips, so I put a little paint chip there. This wasn't put an envelope on your page, so I made an envelope out of a magazine page. This was circles, I think, something round, receipt, paper bag. So this was a spool from a ribbon, magazine page piece here, and this was a playing card, and then I punched a hole in a little soda can tab and attached that to the side. I thought that was cute because this was soda can tops. And this was just a little booklet that I used a scrap of paper and stitched to the top. This page was red. That was the prompt. So I used a poppy image that I cut out of a Smithsonian magazine and some vintage stamps, postage stamps there, a little bit of leftover fabrics. This page was to use packaging or things from the kitchen. So this is a plastic, I think from an onion bag that I cut down, and of course the tea bag or packaging that I used, and then this was fussy cut from a magazine. And then I just made two little tags to stick in there. This was from Christmas. Nothing really on this page. I left it blank. This was postage, ephemera on this day. So I have a bunch of old stamps that I glued to the base. This was a TV guide page in the back there with a calendar piece. And then this was a little vintage, very tiny card envelope from 1953 that I've been waiting to use. So I pulled it out to use it, and I attached it with a piece of masking tape there. And then this little tiny insert I cut out of a book I have that's newspaper articles, like big, newspaper events and things. So stuck that in there. This is just a little guy made out of junk. This was images from a workbook. This was the same workbook, but I cut his face out in a circle. This was a page where we wanted to add a flip, so I just kind of, embellished it. But it flips open like this. There's a little pocket here. This was a piece of packaging vellum. And then this kind of flips open, and this flips up. And I used a children's book page for that. And then it also flips this way. So that was really fun to make. This was a calendar page, was the base. This was, I think, to use fibers. So I had a piece of this fabric that I used to make a pocket. And then when I stitched it on, I stitched on some fibers also. And these are just old little tickets from places that I've been. This was travel ephemera, I think. So I used a map piece. This was cut from a San Diego tour map. This was from a trip we took to Hawaii. This was a vehicle claim check for a hotel stay that I was at. And I just made a little tag to go in there. This was things that started with the letter of your first name. So I'm Jen, so everything is a J here. That was a lot of fun. This was for using a heart tuck as a tuck spot. So I used a mixed media base to, do a little, heart shape. This was from a magazine, an upside down love stamp. And then this was from flowers that my daughter sent me on Valentine's Day. This was bling. This was all about bling. This is actually fussy cut here out of a Glamour magazine. And the way I attached it was I put it on a little bit of card backing so that I could make it a tuck spot. So you can actually tuck both sides if you want. And then this here is actually a piece of ribbon from Christmas that was wire ribbon, and I cut the wire off. Can't put that in there. This is a piece of an old broken piece of jewelry, and then I made, or actually just attached these to a paper clip. So this is a piece of an old bracelet. Okay, so that's that one on there. This page I can't remember what this page was, but I just thought it was fun. This is an old image from a Reminisce magazine, and then I layered some stuff on the back, and then just made this kind of fun junk food list for vitamins. This was using a napkin on your page, so I used a napkin. This was at the top of the napkin, have a toast, and then these characters. I really like the napkin, and so I made it into a pocket, and then I made a little tag to go into the pocket using image from a magazine. This was sewing ephemera, so this is actually an old notions card. Still has the hooks and eyes on it. I did some buttons and a piece of fabric and put it, the base is actually a sewing card. This was an old quilt block I made many years ago. I made that into a pocket. A little tag there. This was using something from the kitchen too. I think I used a granulated sugar bag, which was actually a lot of fun. Made this was out of packaging, cardboard. Made a little tag. These were fussy cut out of a jelly printed paper that I made. So this was the back. I flipped it over, and so I used all of the bag that I could. There's just a little pocket there. This was the color yellow. This is actually a tuck up under here. Let's see, can I have something to tuck up under there? No, but you could actually tuck something up under the Chanel. This was to use junk mail. So this was from a mortgage help postcard or something that came in the mail. So I fussy cut this out, made it into a pocket. This was office, so office supplies, and so I used a matchbook cover. This is a paint swatch. We actually painted, Night Train is what we painted our kitchen, or sorry, our bathroom cabinet. This was a little notepad I made. Back of that I have, I think it was using a window envelope, and I made a shaker card. Using a window envelope. I had stuck an image inside and then stitched around. It's got little seed beads in there. Little bits of broken chain also. This was using clothing tag, and this is a big Oshkosh overalls tag that came on a big pair of overalls, and it flips over. It flipped over on the overalls themselves, and then I just stapled it to make it into a tuck there. This was an image from a Reminisce magazine, and then these were just, a little extra label I had and a little charm that I made out of aluminum can. This is book pages too. I think I made, this is a 3-pocket tuck. Actually I guess it's 2 pockets. Used a children's book as these colors. Some jelly printed paper. This is the back of that children's page. This was a random ephemera. So I just wanted to do stickers. So anything that's stuck. So postage stamps, green stamps, food stamps. These were from Christmas. That became a little tuck spot. This page was book pages and numbers and words. So I combined them all, and I stenciled on some numbers with acrylic paint, made a little tuck spot, with a quote on there. And then this is just a jelly printed tag. And then this is the last page. This was for calendar, so to incorporate calendar pages or calendar pieces. And so this bull image was actually from a 2017 calendar. And I made it into a pocket for the very back. So this is the back cover. And then I made a tag to stick in there. It's just random images and leftovers. And then the back is not finished yet. I'm not quite sure what I want to do in the back, but I will finish that at some point. And that's my flip. Thanks for watching.